Hi everyone, and welcome to NABE. We're so glad to have you join us, and we hope you are having a wonderful summer. We are here. In fact, we just finished having a terrific NABE meeting. NABE stands for the Niagara Area Business Exchange, and you're going to meet some wonderful business professionals from our community, find out about them and about the companies that they represent. It's a great organization. In fact, I'm going to introduce them right now. I have with me Elly Hyde from Fort Hyde Kennels. Welcome, Elly. Glad to have you on the show.
How are you today?
And Bruce Fowler from the Family Chocolate Shop. Welcome, Bruce. Glad to have you here. And you're the president of NABE, right?
I am right now, yes.
Awesome. That's awesome. So we're glad to have you on the show, too.
Well, thank you.
And we'd like to welcome one of our newer members, Chris Wronski from Upstate Design Studio. Chris, welcome. Glad to have you here today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Tell us, as a new member, what has your experience been so far? What do you enjoy the most about the group?
Well, you know, the NABE group has been very good to me in the sense that I get to meet a lot of business people and I get to run a lot of ideas by them.
That's cool.
And when I am able to talk to them about my services, it helps my sales pitches, you know, especially as a newer business. It helps me, you know, polish that up, and it helps me to, you know, get some newer ideas for how to sell my services from input by the members of NABE.
That's great, though. I mean, what a great benefit to be able to talk to everybody and get those ideas. That's really wonderful.
Yeah, it's really great.
Bruce, tell us a little bit about when we say a business exchange, what type of organization are we talking about?
Well, it's a networking group, Judy. In this particular case, it's a very social networking group. It's very informal. We share ideas. If we have a problem, we can raise it with the other members of the group and talk it over with them. Everybody is very willing to help each other.
That's awesome.
And we've, in going around and looking at all of our members, I can honestly say I see where everyone has benefited by being part of this group. I know I have.
That's terrific.
Not only from just a social standpoint, I've enjoyed the people, but from a business standpoint, I have benefited.
Wonderful. Elly, tell us a little bit about when the group meets, where do you meet, and a little bit about your meetings.
Okay, we meet every Wednesday at 8 o'clock in the morning. We meet at the Dale Association, which is centrally located in Lockport on
33 Ontario.
33 Ontario. The first of the month, we actually do a TV taping at LCTV. And that's kind of nice because it gives us an opportunity to not only speak about NABE, but also to showcase our own businesses. So that's pretty interesting. So we meet every Wednesday from 8 till 9. Anyone is welcome to come. We also have a website. Again, it's NiagaraAreaBusinessExchange.org. So if you want to contact us, you can do so that way. Or you can call. Most of the members, all the information is on there. But anybody is welcome to come and see if it's going to be a good fit. Come to a couple meetings, bring your business cards.
Great. Nice.
You know, that works out very well. Most people that come to a couple meetings join us because you know, like what we do is networking, and primarily that is we pass leads to each other, but it's a wealth of knowledge because we have such a discipline of different people. We're very diverse. You know, we have you know, like insurance people and graphics and I'm just trying to think of all the things.
I know there's so many.
Mortgage brokers. There's, you know, we just have many different things going on. One of our members owns a storage units in Wright's Corners. So we really are a diverse group of people, and we bring with us a lot of knowledge. So whether you're new in business or whether you've been in business for a while, you're going to be able to benefit by joining the group.
Sounds great. Now you also sometimes have guest speakers too at your meetings?
On the 5th, on the month that we have a 5th week, we always have a guest come and speak, and we've had we've had a number of different people come and speak, business coaches, security fraud specialist, energy. So you never know who we're going to have as a guest speaker, but it's pretty exciting.
That sounds wonderful too. We learn about all kinds of new things.
We also have mixers a couple times a year. We have a wonderful mixer, and that's another opportunity for people to come, and it's usually in a public setting. And sometimes we've done boat rides, we've gone on the canal, we've gone to wineries. We pick a different place each time. It's a fun, very relaxed atmosphere. And our the cost involved with being a member of NABE is very reasonable. So for a BNI type networking group, we are very reasonably priced, and we're pretty laid back.
It's a great group of people. I just want to mention that to everybody.
Yeah.
When they have their meetings, they get the information across, they do the business, but it's also always in a very friendly and wonderful way. And so it's just really a lot of fun.
And we're in and out we start at 8, we're probably out by 9, so people can go on about their day and go back to their businesses. Just works great.
Oh, awesome. So I want to find out also about your individual businesses and about yourselves. And Chris, I'm going to start with you. Tell us about yourself and about Upstate Design Studio.
Well, my name is Chris, and like you've already said, my business is Upstate Design Studio, and we're a local digital marketing firm. Sorry. Digital marketing is kind of one of those buzzwords, and it's a little vague. So let me say that we work a lot with social media marketing, website marketing, which is different than pay-per-click. Pay-per-click is not something that I think is very important anymore. And if you're doing something with that, please give me a call, because I know a better way.
A better idea. Good.
And I have better ways to invest your money in that. Email marketing, anything that pertains to how people interact with you and your business online, through Google, through LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever. Not only can we teach you how to do it better and help you to keep your customers engaged, but we can even take it over for you and really make it autonomous for you. We become your marketing department.
Nice. I like that. I like that idea, because I think a lot of times people, like you have an expertise in your business, but you're not necessarily sure what to do as far as like the marketing. And if you don't have a background in doing digital, you might be overwhelmed. And it's great to be able to walk in and say, Chris, what do I do? and you can help and give the best advice and really give somebody a great online presence. That's terrific.
Yeah, the training is something that we find very important. We actually did a training with Elly Hyde. And,
awesome.
If she'd like to talk about that later,
cool.
I'll let her do that. But the training is very important to us, because we want people to really understand that marketing themselves digitally is becoming much more important than anything else, especially with millennials, starting to get into their careers and starting to have the families and have money to spend. And we need to start changing the demographic that people are marketing towards. And when you change that demographic, how you market to them changes as well.
And these are maybe things people haven't thought about, how they're bringing their message across. So that's really good to think about.
Yeah, I mean, for years, if you were in the newspaper or you had a TV commercial, you were doing great. You don't need anything. And when somebody like me comes in and says, I can help you, with your digital marketing, a lot of times I get we're doing fine with our phone book, our newspaper, ads, and the like. But what they don't understand is it's much better to act than react. You don't want to wait until the business starts to dwindle because your marketing is not where it needs to be. You want to act before that, so you get a consistent stream of business. So when the old marketing strategies are completely out of the door, you already have a presence that's ready to go.
Well, I know when I look at a business or hear about somebody, right away I want to look them up online.
Exactly.
And if they say, "Oh, well, we don't have a website," I'm like, I don't get it, and or I look at their website and I'm kind of judging them a little bit by that, It's just like how easily can I get the information? What do I think of what you've done? So You're right. People, and especially people younger, like more your age, are certainly going to definitely look for the website first.
Oh yeah,
and the Facebook and the LinkedIn presence. super important.
Yeah, the big thing with websites is people look at that and they kind of determine how much you care about your business and how legitimate your business is by how it looks. If it's something thrown together with a free builder that's an obvious template that doesn't really work well and is a little disorganized, they're going to see that as a perception of how you run your business and how you do business and how your customer service is. You know, if it's hard to find, you're not going to be easy to reach. If it's, you know, disorganized on your website, they think that, you know, you're not going to be on top of what your services are going to be doing for them. So you really need to look at your website and your web presence and seriously ask yourself, what does my website, what does my Facebook, what does my LinkedIn say about me? And if you can look at it objectively and it's not something that you'd like to hear, please give me a call.
And tell us your number.
You get all my information at upstatedesignstudio.com. My phone number is 716-550-2115. It's my cell phone. It's always on me. Awesome. Call me anytime.
Great, and you've made some very good points. I hope people do think about that. It's really important.
I hope so too.
Bruce, tell us about yourself and about your very cool business.
Well, we have the family chocolate shop is on Main Street in Clarence. We are family. My wife, my daughter, my son.
Nice.
And during the seasons, we bring in a number of other employees. We have a full-line shop there on Main Street, and including things like turtles and butter crunch and vanilla creams, and come in and pick anything you want to create an assortment.
Sounds wonderful.
Our focus as a company has been to work with companies where we provide chocolates and gifts for customer appreciation purposes and employee recognition purposes, and then for special events. We do a lot of favors that might relate to conventions and banquets and things like that. So we're a company that's kind of small, but we're very dedicated to the customers we have. We have a great retention rate of customers that come back year after year after
Wonderful.
year. And the one thing that does differentiate us from all the other confectioners, and there's a lot of good confectioners in Western New York, is the fact that we have a member of the family who etches glassware and ceramics. Nice. And we have a full Buffalo line of etched glassware. And it's also helped us a great deal in gaining business from our corporate clients, where we can etch logos in coffee mugs and beer steins and things like that.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah. So there's a lot of choices out there that people are thinking, I'd like to say thank you, or I'd like to, recognize somebody. There's a lot of things that you can do. Now, if I don't really have like an idea in my head, but I know I want to do something, can I come in and talk with you or somebody on your staff and just get an idea of what's available?
Absolutely. Our website does have a pretty complete pictorial of what we do, but we encourage our clients to come in so we can modify or create that exact gift that's going to be perfect for whatever purpose they have, and that's very important to us, because we want them to come back, quite frankly.
Absolutely.
So if they go away really happy, like we did a job for them, we went out of our way for them, then they will come back. It's kind of a statement I heard at one seminar. It says, go beyond their expectations, and that's what we try to live by in our store.
And tell us again just a little bit about the retail operation. So you can just come in and just choose whatever you want. So even if you're not right at that moment wanting to order for your company, but you might be in the future, you can get something for yourself too, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, people come in. The big item in Western New York, of course, is sponge candy. But we sell pounds and pounds of sponge candy. Not every day, perhaps, but every week, certainly. And that is the number one item that they sell, and people come in and buy that. And then they see the rest of the things we have, and it kind of sets a stage for well, I'm going to need 4 Christmas gifts this year for somebody, or they see items that can be used for teacher gifts, or
That's true.
chocolates, because of their nature, almost everybody likes it. You can pretty much design something for almost every purpose and every
Wow.
situation.
That's really cool. How much you can do. I think that's just wonderful.
Yeah.
Now tell us again your address.
We're at 10295 Main Street, right in the middle of Clarence.
Okay.
And our website is familychocolateshop.com. And the telephone number is 759-0658.
Wonderful.
And we encourage you to give us a call or look us up.
Yeah, stop by.
And
Sounds
stop
great.
by, yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Elly, tell us about yourself and about your business.
I will, but I have to tell you, my mouth is just watering. Bruce Fowler's Family Chocolates is to be experienced. You have to go there and
Awesome.
experience it. And this NABE group, again, it's you learn new things, you meet new people, and always gaining knowledge. Working with Chris was a pleasure. And it has helped to bring us up to speed with
That's
not only
great.
our website but some of the social media venues that we're learning about now. So let me tell you about Fort Hyde Kennels. We've been in business for 23 years. We offer a wide variety of services. We are a full service kennel. We do boarding, training, grooming, long-term boarding. We offer discounts for multiple pets and senior citizens. We do it all, and our mission is to help people and their pets live happier lives. And we work to that end, we work to that goal. We have a wonderful staff, professionals, well-trained. We have a couple of vet techs on board, and also a professional groomer. We have a professional trainer. We're located in Gasport, right on Route 104. You can find us on the web at forthydekennels.com. Anybody is welcome to come and visit and tour our facility during business hours. We have a blast there, and the animals love it. Very often I'll hear people say, "Oh, and I was pulling down the driveway and my dog was barking before they even got to your place." So
that's awesome.
that's a good feeling when animals don't lie.
And I can just see from the way you express yourself how much you
Yeah.
love what you do.
And we
it's
have
awesome.
we have a separate cattery also, and we do board dogs, cats, pigs, ferrets, rabbits, birds, some of
Wow.
the exotics. So we
Cool.
do a lot of that. We've gotten into the trimming of the wings on birds and things. Some people get pet birds and then they start to fly and they want their wings trimmed. So there is a need for all that sort of stuff.
Wow.
So we offer training. We offer group classes both day and evening, from puppies, kindergarten, beginner on lead, beginner obedience, depending on what people want. We have advanced obedience. We also do private consultations. So we are vet recommended. If somebody's having a problem that they can't resolve, our professional trainer will work with them individually.
That's great. Wow.
We also will go into the home and do training. We offer some packages for that. We can also do training if a dog is brought in for boarding. We can do a minimal amount. It's an
Wow.
ongoing.
Yeah.
It takes time through repetition, but our methods are all very positive. What can I say about our groomer? She's wonderful, and we have a lot of extra things like safety straps and for geriatric dogs who are brought in to be groomed and have difficulty standing for any length of time.
Oh, that's nice. I hadn't even thought about things like
and
that. That's
so,
wonderful.
Yeah,
that
we
you
have a setup which is quite interesting, and it kind of helps them stand. We do special needs dogs. We have dogs and cats that come in. Some are blind, some are diabetic, some have lost a limb, and we will board them. And we actually have one of our staff is kind of like the cat whisperer and can communicate with these cats. It's amazing
awesome.
to see what we do. We also have a dog swimming pool, which of course is seasonal. We also have something called dock diving, which has gained momentum, is more popular. That's kind of a competition deal where people come in and it's like swimming, but they're jumping off the end of a dock and they're seeing how far and how high they can go.
That's cool.
Oh, the dogs love it.
Yeah,
You know.
I bet.
And then again, this dog swimming pool that we have, we also are home to something called Yappy Hour, which is not to be confused with the Humanoids Happy Hour. Yappy Hour is specifically for dogs, and we have it for big dogs and small dogs. We have a very large outdoor arena. We also teach agility, so we have agility for beginners and beyond. So we have lots of stuff going on at Fort Hyde Kennels. And we are also the holding area for the town of Somerset and Heartland. Occasionally we have shelter dogs, not all the time.
Okay, wow, there's a lot going on. Is there anything people should be thinking of as far as summer, as far as the health of their dogs?
Oh,
since
yeah.
We're kind of in the middle,
well,
that you'd like to mention?
heartworm preventative, flea preventative, and also heat exhaustion. You know, sometimes people don't realize it, but their dogs can overheat right in their own yard.
Wow,
You know,
I didn't
seek
think of that.
shade,
Yeah.
always supply water, signs of overheating, heavy panting, that type of stuff. If you see it, they become lethargic. When a dog overheats, their temperature is very high. It can happen rather quickly. Of course, everybody knows not to leave their dogs in cars, but you always want to, sometimes you need to put a fan in front of them. You need air
I was
circulation.
wondering if that would,
Walk them in the evening. Don't overplay with them. If it's an older dog, some dogs they'll keep chasing that ball until they drop. And if it's 85 degrees, they may not be in condition to do that. And walking them on blacktop, if you touch the blacktop and it's hurting your hand, obviously it's going to hurt their feet. So maybe you walk them in the evening or walk them on the grass. Many things. So.
Yeah, a lot of good things to keep them safe, which is really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Now, I wanted, and tell us again your address. I know you mentioned 104.
We're located at 8513 Ridge Road in Gasport, New York, on Route 104, Ridge Road. And we can be found on the web at forthydekennels.com. Our phone number is 772-2356.
Wonderful.
And our website, you can tour our website and get a lot of
See all
information
the-
off that. Yeah.
All the great
Meet
things
the
that you've
staff
told
and
us
everything.
about. Very
Or just
nice.
come in and visit us.
That sounds great. Yeah, wonderful. I wanted to ask you as well. We have a little bit of time, so I kind of wanted to ask you about when you were working with Chris, as far as with your website and your digital marketing. Tell us a little bit about that. I mean, is there a lot to learn? And Chris, jump in too. Like when you're working with a client, and
I found it to be very helpful, and some of the staff, we still were thinking, wow, maybe we should do some advertising a different way. And Chris really enlightened us on what to do and how to do it, and also, helping with teaching. And
Yeah, I mean, I sat down with them. It was only a couple hours, I think.
yeah,
Wow, that's
But
cool.
we,
I wondered, like, as far as time, how much that, what that takes. But that's cool.
For each person, it's going to be different. I've done trainings that have been 1 hour. I've done trainings that have been 4 hours. But usually everyone's right around, 1.5 to 2 hours. The reason is that when I set up a training, I usually set up at least a week ahead of time so that I can go through and look at their website and look at all of their social media platforms and really determine specifically what they need to do to help them out.
Okay.
And it was great training them because they were very attentive, and I got to tour the kennels. They were amazing. They were pristine. All the dogs looked so happy. They all have their own space, a lot of space too.
That's great.
It's a really great place, and when I go on vacation, eventually, I'll be bringing my dogs there because they love it.
thank you.
I wanted to ask too, Chris, when you're looking at somebody's website, your expertise is in the design and everything for their business, but each business is so different. But obviously you take the time to get to know what they're about and visit them and really have a sense so you can make those recommendations.
Right. All of our design work is custom. We start from a blank page and build it from scratch. My wife is a graphic designer. We run the business together. I'm the code monkey, and I'm the marketing guy.
Okay.
She does all the pretty
Nice.
stuff.
Okay.
And the thing is, having that separation of design and code puts us miles away apart from other web companies, because me, having worked in code, when I try to design something, I try to design it using code and words, and that doesn't always work too well. Whereas, the graphic designer can design it using color palettes and typography and do different things that I wouldn't even think of.
Okay.
And it makes my job a little bit harder. But
Because you have to figure out how to translate that. Now
yeah,
into the,
translating it is the hard part.
Wow.
But the hard way is almost always the better way to do things.
Okay.
The way we do things, the code is clean, the code is easily referenced by Google and other search engines, which is very important.
Okay.
And they just look better. And our designs are based on what the people we're doing business with are in.
Okay. Cool.
An antique shop, it'll look like an antique shop. A lawyer, it'll look like a lawyer. A florist, it'll look like a florist. There's just so many different things that need to go into designing of your website, and even the design can tell people what you do, and that's very important as well.
So I don't have to have something in my head that I want to tell you. Like, you could probably just, if I just came to you and said, "Chris, help," you could just, you could research the business and kind of give advice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it takes a little bit longer that way. We like to have some input from the customer. What kind of designs they liked. If there's some websites that they've seen in the past that have had interesting aspects to it that they'd like to incorporate.
I see. Okay.
That makes it a lot easier, because we can start by putting together, how they want it to look from a shell point of view, and then designing around it.
Wonderful. Yeah.
And we also, logos are very important, because we want to make sure that we design according to your logo as well.
Sounds great. So, and again, your website, NiagaraAreaBusinessExchange.org, so people can find links to all the members' websites, phone numbers, and contact information, and then also about coming to a meeting, which I recommend people do. So, anyway, I'm getting a little bit of a wrap-up signal here. So, but I'd like to thank you all for being on the show today, and
Thank
thank
you
you for joining us today for the NABE Show. And definitely check out their website, NiagaraAreaBusinessExchange.org. Stop by a meeting. It's a wonderful organization, and we hope you have a great day.